was a community where everybody knew everybody. A number of the families are still here. It really was the bedrock of Stamford in the first half of the 20th century. Pacific Street was certainly the center of the Jewish community, but it was more than that. It was really the center of the urban hub of Stamford itself.
The store was too small to have a lot of staff. So if my father wasn't there, the store wasn't open.
It was ingrained in my heart, soul, and being from a very early age that the food on my plate was there because of the customers that patronized our stores.
And our customers, most of the people we almost knew personally and who had dealt for us through several generations. And it was a great business.
My memories of a kid was really just going in and running around, and when I got to be too much of a nuisance, my grandfather would hand me a feather duster and ask me to go dust the nails.
My job at age 6 was to make sure there was 100 paper clips in every box.
And I worked in the shirt unit, and I folded shirts with the little old ladies that were there.
Grandpa Harry, is what we called him, was a Polish immigrant and came to this country probably in the 1890s. He began a store, a newspaper cigar store in downtown Stamford.
The story is that they came up on a train and they got off in Stamford, which was the first stop, and they looked around and they liked it. So they stayed here.
He realized, and this was a breakthrough in his business, that he could freeze wires and then get a precise cut.
It grew from a small men's clothing store to really like a department store.
I remember the big counters with fish in it and vegetables and sawdust on the floor.
And I grew up in that store. And I lived weekends, I would be down there helping them from the time I was very little.
Mamas and Papa stores, people like Mamas and Papa stores.
But Wise's paint store ended when Pacific Street ended. They destroyed the core center of Stamford, Connecticut.
I constantly have dreams that I'm my age now and I'm with my father. And the store is boarded up. This is after we moved out. And he opens up the door when it was on Worth Street where we had our workshop, opens up the workshop door and I walk in and there's everybody. And it's just like, wow, they're all here.
That's a nice show.
And it's a wonderful dream.